Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Abir. Back at it again with another vlog. And today I'm outside, trying to get some exercise in. I made sure I'm not near anybody when I was walking here, and I would make sure I'm not near anybody while I'm walking here. But I really need exercise. I haven't been outside in so long. And yeah, it's just kind of crazy how things have escalated a lot further ever since my last vlog. And don't worry, don't worry that I'm out, don't be mad that I'm outside. I really need exercise, and I made sure I was social distancing the entire time. Came into contact with nobody. Like, I was 6 feet away from everybody while I was coming here, and I just really need some exercise, man. Being stuck at home in a small little apartment, it's for like weeks at a time. It's not good for my health, physically or mentally. So I decided, come to the park. There's barely anybody here right now. So there's a few people here that still also needed exercise like me, but everybody understands that you can't be coming out much these days. I really hope you all at home are staying safe and are practicing proper social distancing measures, and don't be like those people that breaking quarantine just to go see their friends. Don't do that. That's dumb. Stay at home as much as possible. I'm not coming outside anymore. This is my first time coming outside in 10 days, and if you count, I don't think you should really count going outside to throw away the trash. That doesn't really count. So yeah, 10 days since I've been out. It's crazy. As of last night, New York State now has more COVID-19 cases. New York State alone has more COVID-19 cases than any other country in the world, which is kind of nuts if you think about it, because that just goes to show how ill-prepared the United States was in handling the crisis, and especially the president. But I'm not here to rant about that, because there's no point in ranting about it anymore, because everybody knows. Everybody else is ranting about it, so there's no point in me doing the same thing. Instead, I'm just trying to enjoy what little parts of life I still can enjoy. Just being thankful that my family and I have thus far stayed safe. It's crazy because the amount of people that have been infected in just New York alone, and my dad being a manager for a supermarket, and he has to go to work every day. Oh, not every day, 6 days a week. He still has his regular work schedule, and he has to be extra careful, and to make sure that he himself doesn't get corona, so he doesn't get it. Neither does my family, because a lot of people in my family have pre-existing health conditions. So if anybody were to get it, it would be really bad for our family. So I really am hoping and praying that he doesn't get corona. No one else in my family gets corona. And my condolences go out to any family, any of your families that are affected by this pandemic. I'm really sorry. And I also would like to, give a big shout out to our people on the front line, our nurses, our doctors, everybody in the hospital, not just the doctors, including the editorial staff, people that bring in all the new materials and everything. I'm near the hospital right now. That's the hospital. That's North Central Bronx Hospital, and a few two more blocks that direction, somewhere there, is Montefiore. I'll try to be extra careful around here because I know a lot of ambulances come by. I'm not gonna get corona from that, but still, my mom told me not to come this far, but I needed some exercise, man. And there's no one here. I'm pretty safe here. Yeah, just kind of crazy if you think about it. You know what I found crazier though is the fact that for some reason we didn't get any real spring break. Because I really thought that the state and the city officials, especially de Blasio and Cuomo, would understand that the stresses that both the teachers and the students are going through right now into adjusting into this unruly situation that we have right now. But for some reason they're like, yeah, we have to continuing it. And I sort of get it, because if you don't give a spring break, people are more likely to continue to practice social distancing and quarantining. But at the same time, we're some people are tired. students, a lot of students were complaining that the teachers were actually giving extra work now, considering now that they think the teachers think that we're at home 24/7, so we have nothing else to do. But like, it's been taking a lot. It's been taking a big toll on us. Like, not only the work, but like just the mental strain of having to stay at home, especially like if you're in like a very toxic household environment. So I'm really hoping for the best for the situation. I'm telling all the people that have to stay in these situations, like the toxic household environments, to stay strong and keep staying patient. And inshallah, it will all get better soon. Inshallah means if God's willing. And yeah, I know I've been touching my face a lot. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to get better at that. Thankfully, I haven't really touched anything with this, so I don't think this has any corona. Hopefully. And I'll make sure when I get home in like a few minutes to wash my hands and take a shower as well, because my hair looks decent on camera, but it feels awful. Like I can feel it being weird. So yeah, it's kind of nuts these past few days and these past few weeks. I can't believe how ill prepared we really were to handle this pandemic in the United States. I will say, I take epidemiology this year, right? And I was aware of the virus before most of the general population in the United States was, because we were doing like a case study. No, we're just like, looking into it since like January, looking into what's happening in China. Like, I knew about it when there was only like 700 cases in China. I think I was like earlier than that. We were talking about it the week right before winter break started. Was it winter break? No, week before mid-year week. There you go. So we were talking about it since then, and I really thought, hey, if we have a 2-month head start on this, and if for some reason, if Corona were to make it over here to the United States, that we'd be prepared for it. But guess not, because the president basically just ignored all the warning signs, and it's just frustrating because even a kid like me could see that this could be a problem if the proper precautions were not taken, and they still were not taken. Like, it's so frustrating. Honestly, I'm really hoping that the state governments can figure it out, because the federal government is basically not doing as much as they should be doing. Like, I can tell, basically California basically just declared independence, I heard, and New York State is working in conjunction with Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey to handle the virus in the tri-state area region. But man, it's kind of nuts how bad the federal government is in handling the virus. But enough of that. Any good news? Oh yeah, so I've been trying to do some things. For the first time ever, I actually got sponsored to post on Instagram, which is crazy because, like, think about it, people actually paying me to post, like, that's crazy. And it's actually about something I kind of care about, not kind of care about, I actually do care about, because it's about young people voting. And young people voting is a really big issue right now, because back in 2016, in the presidential election, there's a lot of young people that could have voted but didn't, because they felt like the system was letting them down. And to an extent, I agree with them, but like, because they didn't vote, a lot of politicians that normally would have gotten the seat didn't, and instead it was someone that most people actually didn't want. So it was like, usually when young people don't vote, the other demographics usually get a larger proportion of the vote, like an unfair proportion, especially like the really older generation, because they think it's like the older generation really tends to vote a lot more than the younger generation, because they understand the value of the vote a lot more. I think, at least. I don't really know. Sorry, I was just adjusting my glasses. So they vote a lot more, so they have a disproportionate amount of the say in our government. So now I'm really trying to. So I partnered with NYC Votes to post about why it's important that young people vote, because I see young people, like people in our generation, care about what's happening in government. I care about what's happening in government, but like, I'm not as outspoken as some of you guys. Like, I can see some of the crazy things you guys do and organize, like protests and like things online, spread awareness of these crucial issues. So, and these people, they're doing a good job protesting, but like, the thing that I would say matters the most is voting, because when you're voting for direct policies and the politicians that will enact those policies. So those are the most important parts of a democracy. And the moment we stop voting is when democracy truly dies. So we need to be starting to vote way more than we are currently now, and like have greater participation in government. So yeah, that's one of the things I did. I got partnered with them. And then another thing I'm planning on doing is that, you know how like Ramadan is coming up. Ramadan is one of the most holiest months in the Islamic calendar, and like it's the month where we all fast and we all recognize how we are in some really how we should be thankful for some of the situations we are in. Like there are people out there that starve daily, that don't have enough money to buy food, and like it makes you appreciate what you really have. So actually there's a lot more people here, so I'll just turn around and go that way. So yeah, you recognize what you really have. So I was thinking like maybe we should like start like a month-long charity in Ramadan, to raise money for crucial issues, including fighting against COVID-19. And I'm not really done planning it yet. I was gonna plan it with like the rest of the MSA board members, because I feel like we can actually organize something to help get the MSA to do a lot of good, because I see a lot of people in the MSA community doing a lot of donations, raising money for crucial issues, like the what's it called, the Student of the Year campaign, where people are donating to fight against cancer. People are donating to fight against cancer. So like yeah, it's like if Ramadan's a month of like giving back to the community as well, so organize a charity to help give back to the people. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. Don't worry about that. So if we give money back to the people, well, let me just end this video because I need to start a new file, whatever. All right, don't worry about that. The cut. Okay, so if we give back money to people that like need these resources, like the masks, gloves, and these people, like the people on the front lines, they're running out of these items really quickly because these aren't replaceable. These are replaceable. Wait, what's the word for it? They're not reusable. There you go. I'm confused. All right, they're not reusables, right? So not for that long, at least. Like these last only for like what, 3 hours. These two, like you can't be wearing the same gloves that might be infected. So we need to give back a lot to the. I can't do words right now. We need to start, giving back to the community, giving back to the doctors and nurses that are helping us, and we need to help them fight against this pandemic. And the only way to do that is, provide them the resources to fight back to the pandemic. So I'm gonna look into more organizations that I can directly donate to that help these people. I was looking at the World Health Organization's donation charity thingy, but that's for the entire world. I was thinking more local, because I know, especially New York, we're like really struggling, and if New York State has more cases than any other country in the world alone, New York State alone has more cases, we're in some dire need of help. So I'm gonna look into more local charities, like maybe the FDNY has one I'll look into, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm trying to organize that, see if we can help people. I'll do that when I get home, but I have so much other work to do at home. Like, it's crazy how much work junior year gives you. Applying for scholarships, writing college essays, it's crazy. But that's it for me. If I have more things to talk about, I'll start the video up again. I'll let you know. Alright guys, I think it's starting to snow, so I think that's gonna be my cue to head home. Really didn't expect snow today. I thought it was gonna rain at most. It's gonna be later, but I guess not. So yeah, so I guess I'll just have to end it off here for now. If I want to talk about something else later, I will, but for now, I hope you guys stay safe. Hope you guys are doing well in quarantine. I hope your family members stay safe and are gonna continue to stay safe and stay well through this entire situation. I wish you guys all the best of luck, and I know we'll all make it through eventually if we all stick together and help each other out. Don't literally stick together, because social distancing. Oh god, the snow's picking up. Okay, so yeah, stay safe, stay well, and I really hope the doctors, the nurses, and everybody that's an essential worker can help to keep the world continue to keep moving. Because right now they're the only people that are helping the world turn right now. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Before I leave the park, I think there's I should probably point out how crazy this is. Like, look, you can't see it from here. If you look under, and you look on that side, these don't have any rims, because apparently the city actually removed all the rims so people would stop playing inside the park, because you know, team games, spread of corona. Yeah, but damn, they actually did it. No hoops, no rims. That was crazy. So yeah, please stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Stay home, unless you're willing to be out to get emergency supplies, for emergencies, or if you really need to get exercise. And yeah, stay safe.